My boss sent an email at 3 a.m. Clear your desk. Don't come to Monday's meeting. They know what you found. So I did. The phone screen lit up my bedroom ceiling with cold blue light, and I read the message 3 times before my brain processed what it meant. Richard Stanton never emailed after business hours, never used informal language, never acknowledged anything outside proper channels. He was the director of financial analysis at Meridian Pharmaceuticals, a man who scheduled bathroom breaks and color-coded his calendar. This email violated everything I knew about his methodical personality, which meant something had gone catastrophically wrong with the audit I'd been running for the past 6 weeks. I was 29 and naive enough to believe that finding problems in corporate accounting was why they hired auditors in the first place. The spreadsheet discrepancies I'd flagged had seemed significant, but not alarming. Just numbers that didn't match between departments. Revenue projections that exceeded actual trial results by margins too wide to explain through standard optimism. I documented everything carefully and submitted my preliminary findings to Richard on Friday afternoon, expecting maybe some clarifying questions or requests for additional analysis. Instead, I got this 3 a.m. warning that read like a confession and an evacuation order compressed into 3 sentences. I threw off the covers and pulled on jeans and a button-down shirt, my hands shaking slightly as I tried to process the implications. They know what you found. Who was they? Senior management? The executive board? And what exactly had I found that warranted a middle-of-the-night warning to clear my desk before Monday? The office was 40 minutes away in the downtown financial district, and driving there at 3:30 a.m. felt insane. But Richard's message carried an urgency that overrode normal logic. I grabbed my laptop bag and keys, texting him back as I headed to the parking garage. I'm coming in now. What's happening? Are you safe? No response came through, and when I tried calling, it went straight to voicemail. His phone was off, which added another layer of wrong to an already impossible situation. The drive passed in a blur of empty highways and mounting anxiety. I kept replaying the audit findings in my head, trying to understand what I'd uncovered that would trigger this kind of response. The discrepancies involved Meridian's flagship drug, Nuraxol, a treatment for early-stage Alzheimer's that was currently in phase 3 trials. The company's stock price had tripled over the past year based on preliminary trial results, suggesting unprecedented effectiveness. My audit had been routine verification of research and development expenditures, making sure costs matched reported activities. But I'd noticed something strange in the patient data files. The trial was supposed to involve 2,400 participants across 12 medical centers. The financial records showed payments to all 12 centers for the full patient count. But when I cross-referenced with the actual medical data, I found only 1,100 patients with complete documentation. The remaining 1,300 existed only as identification numbers with identical baseline measurements and suspiciously perfect response curves. At the time, I'd assumed it was a database error, some kind of test data that hadn't been properly removed from the system. I'd flagged it as a documentation issue that needed clarification. Now, driving through the dark toward the office, I understood with sickening clarity what I'd actually found. Meridian had fabricated patient data to make their drug trials appear more successful than they actually were. They'd invented over 1,000 people, given them fake medical histories, and manufactured perfect responses to treatment, then used that fraudulent data to drive their stock price into the stratosphere while pursuing FDA approval for a drug that might not work at all. The office building was dark, except for security lighting in the lobby. I badged through the entrance and nodded to the night guard, trying to look casual, despite arriving at 4 a.m. on a Saturday morning. He gave me a suspicious look but didn't stop me, and I took the elevator to the 7th floor, where the financial analysis department occupied half the space. The halls were empty and eerily quiet, lit only by emergency exit signs and the ambient glow of computer monitors in sleep mode. My cubicle was in the back corner, tucked between the copy room and Richard's office. I powered on my desktop and immediately started copying files to an external hard drive. Everything related to the Nuraxol audit, plus my personal work files and emails. The process took 20 minutes, and the whole time I kept expecting security to appear or alarms to sound. Richard's office door was closed but unlocked. I pushed it open and found his desk cleared completely, his computer missing from its dock, and all his personal items gone from the shelves. The only thing remaining was a sticky note attached to his empty desk chair with a single word written in his precise handwriting. Copies. He'd already been here, already cleared out his own files, and left me a message to make sure I did the same. But when had he come in? The email timestamp showed 3:14 a.m., which meant he'd either been here when he sent it or sent it remotely before arriving. Either way, he'd moved faster than I had, recognized the danger immediately, and acted on it. My personal phone buzzed with a text from an unknown number. Don't use company devices. They're monitoring everything. Meet me at Fletcher's Diner on 8th Street. Come alone and make sure you're not followed. That's when the story took a dark turn. To see the full story, click the link below or go on my channel.